Hello, everyone. Amber Freeland here. Lisa and Shamama are here with me today. Welcome to the party. We are so excited to share some incredible stories with you, some incredible products with you. Oh my gosh. So, we have been planning for this beautiful party, convening with each of you in the group, and I'm so excited to hear more from you. You can type in the chat what you'd most love to learn about today. We dropped a poll in the group earlier this week and we asked, what would you like to focus on most with your health? Is it weight management? Is it more energy? Is it better sleep? Is it something else? Is it joint discomfort? We're going to talk about some of the benefits that we've seen with a very special product line called the Thrive Experience. Shamama and I have both been using it for about 8 years now. We started in 2015, which is crazy to think about. Time flies, and looking back, I'm so grateful to have felt as good as I have, had the energy I've had over these years. But my story started in a little bit darker place, believe it or not. So we're going to dive a little bit into that today. Lisa's excited because she's receiving her package really soon. And Lisa, since this is your party, I'd love to pass it to you first and just take a minute to say hi to everyone. And also, let us know what you're most excited about, because we're about to drop some golden nuggets and give people are thinking, what are we talking about today? And I'm going to break it all down. But before we do, would you say hi to everyone and just let me know what you're most excited about coming up?
Hey everybody, Lisa Livermore. If in case you don't know me, which you should all know me, I am actually a fitness and nutrition coach and a personal trainer, and that's kind of my specialty. Health and wellness is totally my thing. So I always think that I have a lot of energy. However, having kids and businesses outside of the home, it can wear you down. So I am super excited to get massive amounts of energy. I'm super excited for every single thing I'm going to learn. Health has been my thing forever. And so I'm excited for some quality products that you can't get like online, or you can't get in the stores. You can only get it here. And these products have been proven, they've been tested time and time again. And if you're a nerd like me, my background's in the lab world. So if you're a nerd like me, these products have been tested and tested and tested, and they're proven to work. They're proven to be safe and effective. And so you're not just throwing money away, you're actually putting money into your health and wellness, and you're going to be saving a ton of money in the long run. So I'm super excited. I get my package today. I was kind of hoping I would get it tomorrow or yesterday, but it's fine. I'm going to get it today, probably around 1 o'clock my time. And it's 11 o'clock my time now. So I'm a little bit ahead, or behind, whatever. So I'm
Like the
super excited.
2 hour countdown, Lisa. You're like
Oh, yeah.
watching
Yes.
for the UPS
Coming.
guy.
It's coming. Yes, it's coming.
So I have a question. Would you be open? Who would like if Lisa comes back in a couple days and does another live in the group? Yanti's here. Happy to have you. Lynn's here. Hello. If anybody else is here, sometimes it doesn't show us who's here. I mean, it looks like it does now, but um one's Facebook user said, "Hi all. I'd love to know who that is. And when you join, let us know." But Lisa, I'd love if you pop back in the group just in a few days and share, because holy moly, the third day I was thriving. I'll share my story in a few. It was crazy. And I'd love to see. I can't wait to like see your face on that day. And we never know if it's 10 days, 1 day, 3 days, but everyone we've ever shared this with has had such an awesome experience. So I'm excited to hear yours. Holly's here. Amazing. So Lisa, thank you for sharing. Without further ado, Shamama, I'd love to pass it to you because your story is so moving. And I'd love for you to tell everyone what happened back in 2015. Share a little bit about your friend you were sharing about with Lisa and I, because that's pretty crazy too and amazing. So amazing. And then pass it back to me when you're through.
Thank you. And I appreciate you having me here, as this is something that's near and dear to my heart because it's been so impactful. In 2015, I was about 182 pounds, and I worked a full-time, high-paced, demanding job. And I was just resigned. I like food. I like sweets specifically, then salty too. I like food. And I've tried dieting and nothing worked. And I was, of course, struggling to get through the day. You get the afternoon after you eat, you're just like, gosh, I just want to sleep.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of not a lab nerd, but an ingredient nerd. And so when this was introduced to me, I thought, yeah, right, whatever. I wasn't really focusing on what it would do because nothing ever worked. But I researched every ingredient and I could not find anything. But I was still hesitant because I think energy, I think stimulant. I think I don't want my heart racing. I don't want to feel that. But I was prompted further and I said, what the heck? I was fortunate. I was we call a one dayer. I was in the shower and literally 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel awake. I feel alive. And I put my hand out to see if it was shaking, solid, completely solid. I wasn't nervous. My heart wasn't racing. And as I noticed as the weeks went by, I was so much clarity and focused. It's almost like everything was a little brighter, but it's just because all of those interactions chemically with your body, probiotics and all those things in their pure form, it blew my mind. And it
Mhm.
still continues. I'll tell you, 2015 to now, not one day. Every morning I get up, I take care of the chickens. I'm bursting with energy and I haven't gained the weight back. I eventually lost 47 pounds without following an official diet, without having to regimen anything and for me to have this energy, I know I'm not super, super old, but still my best friend, I'll call her my best friend. Because we're so close, but she's 92 and she's been thriving about 6 years. And
Mhm.
what she says when she starts to get low, I got to get it. She goes, because it really helps because she doesn't drive now and she's stuck at home. So it really helps her mood and her energy as well too, because she still walks and that's so beneficial. But
Mhm.
overall, for me, this is the one thing that really truly changed my life. And I know we hear about a lot of products, and I would never say anything that personally. This is just for me being a one dayer. But even if you're not a one dayer, wait, give it. Maybe you're a 3 dayer like Amber. So it's maybe you're a weaker. I don't know, but for me, thank you so much for letting me share. Those are
Mm.
the high points, and yeah.
It's been an incredible journey with you all these years. Like we've done so many amazing things with this. And yeah, I just looking back, I'm remembering all the times from early. It's just such a pleasure. So I'm so grateful that you came on today.
Yeah. One last thing, the clarity, because
Yeah.
I was a claims adjuster and I had to present cases and there's so many details. I was literally almost not even looking at my notes because it
Oh,
gave me so much clarity. I was able to focus. So yeah,
love it.
love it.
That's
Thank
so
you.
interesting.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Lisa. And anyone else?
I'm so excited for you. It's like it's 12 2/11 like that date. We'll see. It's a special day, Lisa. I'm really excited when that box comes for you. So my story is similar to Shamama's. We all are in a different phase in life. We all have different careers. We all have different backgrounds. I was a nurse at the time. I'm now a professional coach, business coach. I help a lot of people with health still. But back when I first learned about this, I was working at the hospital. I was really stressed out. I had a friend, Allison, who was feeling really good and started sharing these products with everyone around me. And I was really skeptical because I was also a fitness chick. I was training for a fitness competition. I had a massive basket of supplements for many years, and I would consider myself a pro when it came to supplementation. And she just kept trying to get me to try these things. And for some reason, I just didn't want to add to all the stuff I was already taking. I lived on coffee. I probably drank a pot of coffee a day on work days and at least half a pot of coffee a day on weekends. And then I watched her for about 6 months and I watched her share this with my friends and I watched them lose weight and I watched them stop drinking coffee. And I would leave my job every day, get down to the bottom floor, the double doors would open, and that was like an immediate tears would come down my face. I was really that miserable in my life at that time, and I never really thought about doing anything different. I just was trying to get through the day, trying to get through the week so the weekend would come, and trying to make the best out of how I felt in my life, and it wasn't good. Looking back on it, it's actually worse than I remember sharing it. It was not good at all. And I finally decided to try this. And it was on a day when I was going out of town. I was leaving Las Vegas. I was going like 4 hours to California to stay with my friend for the weekend. And I thought, you know what? I'll just add this to the things I'm doing. I can't go to work again, watch everyone feeling good and know that I didn't at least try it. Because if I try it and I don't like it, that's fine. But I just couldn't not try it. And I share all of this for a very specific reason. I was struggling to sleep. I was dependent on these other supplements, and I took it in the morning. I felt good. I got in the car. I was driving to California, and things started looking different. Like it's very hard to explain, but the world kind of started opening up. I know that sounds really strange, but kind of like Shamama, I started thinking, well, what's in this? Like, I need to make sure this is good for me because I feel really good and my vitamins never made me feel anything. So, like, what's in this stuff? And I had my friend send me info and I listened and I learned, and my mind just started opening up. And I started thinking about my mom and my friend and my other friend. And I started thinking that I want to tell people about this. And I got to my friend's house, and that night I went to take my sleep supplements, and I forgot all my other supplements at my house. And so immediately I was kind of panicked because, like I said, I relied on these things. I thought I really needed these things. And I thought, okay, this is a blessing. I'm supposed to put this Thrive experience to the ultimate test so I can see if this works. And thank goodness it happened that way, because if it hadn't, I would have continued taking everything forever. But I learned I don't need any of that other stuff. And so from that day forward, the Thrive experience is all that I took. And the really monumental day for me was that day happened and day 2 happened. And then on day 3, we went to Starbucks on the way to the beach with my friend and her kids. And in Starbucks, I realized I hadn't drank coffee for 3 days, but I didn't even notice it. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, okay, there's really something here. And I leaned on the coffee bar, on the like sugar bar where after you get your coffee, you fix it up. I leaned there and I stared out the window while she waited in this long line for her coffee. And I'll never forget it like it was yesterday. I just had this crazy breakthrough that this was going to change my life. And it has not only changed mine, but hundreds of people, as you can imagine, in the last few years, or 8 years. So that's my Thrive experience story, and it's so fun to share. And so I see you guys in the chat. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if that happened to you, would you be excited? Because it's one of those unexplainable things, right? So who would like to know what the Thrive experience is? Ianthe says energy, better sleep, nerve and circulation issues. Wow, I'd love to talk with you about that. I have something called Raynaud's. No medical claims here. I'm not saying this necessarily helped me with that, but I do have that. So when you say circulation issues, I'm curious what you're working through. The Thrive experience is designed to fill in our nutritional gaps. So one of the biggest misconceptions when people first learn about it is that it's a weight management product. And the reason people think that is because it's so effective at weight management. But the reason it is because it's great for digestive health. And when you put products in your body that actually fill in your nutritional gaps and are good for your digestive system, that's when we see things like weight management, mental clarity. Shamama, to what you said, like standing in Starbucks that day, that was the mental clarity moment too, and like when I said it looked greener driving, that's all mental clarity. That's what happens when we clean out our gut, because it's our second brain. And that's when our brain really starts to function so well, because people don't realize the gut is so interconnected with our brain. And that's another thing. I started to be able to eat foods I couldn't eat, like cheese, which is, I love cheese. I don't know about anybody else, but for maybe 10 years, I couldn't eat cheese. And then I started this and I could. And now I eat anything I want to, frankly, but it's just been so positive to have that supporting the weight I want to maintain throughout the years. Let's see what Lisa said. Can see how this can help with my weight training. Oh my gosh. Okay. I didn't even touch on that. Fatigue out pretty fast during workouts some days. So we can touch on that too. I used Thrive experience only, and I trained myself, and I didn't really diet much during my fitness competition. And I really do attribute that to Thrive. So we're not keep you guys all day. I'll dive into what the experience is. The company's called Lavelle. They're an almost $3 billion company now. They started over 10 years ago, and they've just been absolutely dominating the online health space, as you can imagine. And they're based on 3 simple steps that I'm going to show you. I have them sitting right here. They've added a lot of products over the years, so many that you don't really need to know about them yet. In order to get started with your Thrive experience, there's only 3 products that you need to know about, and they will help you with all the benefits that we've talked about today. And then you can graduate to adding other yummy things. There's an energy type drink that Lisa's got in that box that's coming in 1.5 hours now. And I've been drinking it every day. And it's what I used for my fitness competition as well. It's called Activate, but all those things can be added later. What's really important is the 3 simple steps. So step number 1 is a capsule. It's your vitamin. There's 2 in here. You take 1 or 2 on an empty stomach every single morning. So Lisa, when you get your box, you're going to start with 1, and you're going to take 1 of these for at least a few days before you add the second one. And we're going to take this first thing in the morning, glass of water, Thrive capsule. We're going to let this work its magic and not be competing with any food or anything else in your body, because whatever you put in first is going to get absorbed the most effectively. And that's how we take the capsule. 20 minutes later, we drink the lifestyle mix. Another common misconception is that this is a protein shake, and it's not. It's actually a probiotic drink. The reason that people have such great weight management benefits and mental clarity has a ton to do with the many, many strains of powerful probiotics that are in this drink. And so, Lisa, another thing, I would only take half of this for the first couple days while your body gets used to it. Okay. And then last but not least, my favorite. This is hilarious. I thought this was crazy when I first saw it. It's called DFT. It's a sticker that you wear on your skin. Okay. And I didn't put one on yet, specifically so I could show you guys how I do it, because I knew we were having this party today. I thought, you want me to take vitamins through my skin? Like, what are you talking about? And then I realized, oh yeah, I'm a nurse and we give a lot of really important things through the skin. So maybe I need to open my mind for a second. And so this is the DFT. And there is on the back of this, absorbed through your skin, antioxidants, weight management supplements, supplements that help us retain muscle, all day energy, really natural, clean energy that's going to be absorbed over 24 hours, which is the reason we don't have a crash when we, like in the afternoon, we don't have a crash because this is extended, sustained release throughout the day. So all we do is we find a nice lean area, any sort of muscle without, like a thigh or a glute or your shoulder, and we just stick it on there and we just forget about it for the rest of the day. I love the DFT since it can't swallow pills, someone says. Amazing. I think that's Holly. Exactly. That's a really good point. And there's other ones too. This is a bigger one. There's all different ones. Lisa and I went over them the other day when she got her order, but there's bigger ones and ones with more energy, ones with more weight management. This one helps a little bit more with weight management. As you can see, it's bigger than the little one I just used, right? So there's a DFT for everyone. So if someone was going to not take the pill, then maybe we would make sure they have a heavier hitting DFT, but we can sort all of that out with you privately, of course. And before I go on, does anybody have any questions about the 3 simple steps? Does anything come up, Shamama, Lisa, that maybe I didn't mention that might be confusing at all? Or is there any more depth I need to go into on that? I'm going to pull up my notes real quick. I want to show you guys a couple other things before we close it out today. So you guys interrupt me if you have anything, please.
The only thing I could think of saying is that I haven't paid for my Thrive in years.
Oh,
because
really
I was so excited. I was telling everybody because I wanted other people to feel what I was feeling. I was a little overzealous because I was like, oh my God, you got to come try this. Because I felt so good. And it had been so long. I don't think I felt that good in my teens. I mean, I really don't.
I know, me too.
And so I was, trying, because you want to share. You naturally share when you are so excited about something. It's not hard. But so when you have 2 people that you refer and they purchase, you get credits.
That's
and you
right.
could use so you use your credits to get your I don't pay for it. So that's a huge blessing as well.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Okay, so in case anyone's keen on this and you're seeing like, oh, there's a business opportunity here, I want you to know something. There is a business opportunity here, and we're happy to share that with you guys privately. We don't want to do that today, just in case anyone here is not interested in that. But if you are, reach out to the person who invited you, and it's like my favorite thing ever to talk about. So I will happily share the business side with you. But even as a customer, if you're like, I want to try this, I know this will help me. What Shamama is saying is that if two of your friends want to try it too, or your mom and your dad want to try it, or your sister and your brother want to try it, you gain credit so your Thrive is free and you don't have to do anything business wise. And that's every month, right? You don't have to have two new people every month. You could have brother and sister for 7 years and get free Thrive for 7 years, which is crazy. So I'm so grateful that you brought that up. And also, if you do want to do the business side, it's just an incredibly fun, amazing community with tons of perks and tons of blessings and the ability to impact some lives in a really big way, as you can see. So let me share a couple of photos with you guys. And then I have a big, huge gift for you. So here's a couple photos I wanted to show you.
While you're
screen.
doing that,
Yeah.
can you put that patch like anywhere on your body or only like on your arms and your legs?
Good question. Amazing question. You can put it anywhere. It does also have white willow bark in it, which is great for inflammation. So I put it on the muscle of my back. You'll appreciate this, Lisa, as a massage therapist. I put this on where my scoliosis bothers me the most. You just want to put it on a lean area if you can. So if you had the choice of like your thigh or your calf, most people's calf is a little more lean than your thigh.
Yes.
So we want to try to put it on a muscle if we can, but any muscle is fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so here's a picture of Shamama, you guys. How amazing is this? That incredible weight loss transformation. 47 pounds down. And this is when she was saying she didn't have that mental clarity. She was working and not feeling good and having all those food cravings, right? And then this is her after with that mental clarity. And then for those of you who are interested in the business side of things, one of the biggest perks with Lavelle is the auto bonus. And so this is when I earned my car, and I was so insanely happy for sharing Thrive with others. I was able to earn my car, and I still drive this car today. I'm looking for a new one, but just goes to show you that this kind of impact lasts a really long time. And then the last thing I wanted to share screen with is that Lavelle has an Instagram page and a Facebook profile page, of course. So if you want to dive in to learn more stories, more weight loss stories, more energy stories, this is a great place to do it. There's multiple flavors of the lifestyle mix shake that I showed you, and you can really dive into some great information here. And then last but not least, totally different topic. I have a gift for you guys. Since you guys are here today, you've attended this party, and even if you catch the replay after, but you watch it today, I want to gift you free access to one of my most beloved, most favored courses in the weight management space. It's called Quantum Body, and it's a really effective, energetic weight management program. As I said at the beginning, I'm a quantum healer. And this is a course that's sold for about $1,300. And now I love to gift it to new Thrivers, because as you join the Thrive family and you begin to consume these beautiful products and you begin to make that change in your life, I want you to have every tool that you need to really shift from the inside out old belief systems that you're carrying, old ways of being around food and your weight and your health. And so if you order today, reach out to the person who invited you. But anyone who orders today is going to receive free access to Quantum Body as a gift from us for saying yes and starting your Thrive experience. So Yanti says, I'm excited to tell my mom. Does it help with hormone balance and menopause? One of the coolest things about this, while we cannot make medical claims directly, this absolutely does have a positive effect on those symptoms that one goes through at that phase of life. And there's a ton of stories out there. You know, to be honest with you, I'm kind of getting to that age where I'm curious what's going to start happening in my life over the next 10 years with this, you know, with my hormones. And the truth is nobody wants to jump the gun on that, but at the same time, I'm hopeful that because of the Thrive experience, I might not really notice any changes happening, because I definitely haven't noticed any yet. So that's exciting. And I'm just at the very beginning of that age group, right? It's almost too soon to tell, but with someone who's definitely feeling it, I've heard a lot of stories of very positive benefits in that area. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I think we covered everything we wanted to cover today. Super grateful for you being here, taking the time out of your day to spend some time with us. If any of this has inspired you, go ahead and post in the group. Share what you learned. If you would like to take advantage of this and get this in your body and see how it feels as soon as possible, reach out to the person who invited you. Don't forget to mention Quantum Body so that you can have access to that if you do order today. And if you have any questions, you reach out to Lisa, reach out to anyone who invited you, and you want to talk to me too. We can always make that happen. All right, Lisa, congrats to you. I'm so excited that you're on your Thrive journey. I know you'll be messaging me when that box comes, so I'm super excited to pop back in and hear how you're doing in the group in the next couple days. So grateful to work with you. It's absolutely incredible. So excited for the
completely the same, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my box. I keep checking my phone, hoping that like I'll get a notification, but not yet. It'll come.
Yep, it'll come.
That's
Shamama.
not unusual. Us Thrivers were like, where is it? I do order ahead of time. In fact, when you go on vacation, that is the first thing you pack. Is that true? Amber, that's true. It's the first thing I pack is my Thrive.
That's so true.
It goes in the
carry-on.
Yes.
It goes in the carry-on just in case anything gets lost. Definitely.
And now there's like no excuse not to take like your vitamins, because you can just wear a sticker on your body.
Yep.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. You guys are so welcome. I see your comments here. Lynn, Yanthi, Holly, thank you for being here today, you guys. Anyone that catches a replay, we're grateful for you. We are here if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Happy weekend. Bye for now.
Thank you, guys.